What's in your mom's Korean barbecue?
My mom's Korean barbecue sauce. This is like one of the first things she taught me to make. It smells so amazing. So we've got like soy sauce, we've got onion, we've got Korean pear, which is, you know, like the most delicious fruit.
Those are my favorite, by the way.
실력 있는 미국 변호사, 베스트셀러 작가, 전 세계 300만 구독자를 가진 틱톡 인플루언서, 그리고 엄마의 손맛을 전 세계에 알리는 한식 전도사. 이 모든 수식어는 단 한 사람을 향한 이야기입니다. 바로 조앤리 몰리나로. 시카고에서 태어난 그녀의 한국 이름은 이선영. 조앤은 시카고대에서 로스쿨을 졸업한 뒤 미국 역사상 두 번째로 큰 규모의 금융사기 사건을 다루며 승소까지 이끌어낸 뛰어난 변호사였습니다. 하지만 그녀는 법정 대신 주방으로 무대를 옮겼습니다. 2016년 더 코리안 비건이라는 이름으로 블로그를 시작했고 2020년에는 틱톡을 통해 요리와 함께 자신의 삶, 이민자의 아픔과 인종차별의 기억을 진솔하게 풀어내며 전 세계 수백만 팬들에게 감동을 전했습니다. 그리고 미국의 국민 아침 방송 라이브 위드 켈리 앤 라이언에 출연해 전통 한식의 맛을 담은 비건 검은 콩 버거 레시피를 소개하며 또 한 번 큰 화제를 모았습니다. 이 방송은 미국 전역에서 방영되는 인기 아침 토크쇼로 헐리우드 스타부터 유명 셰프까지 각 분야 최고들이 출연하는 무대이기도 하죠. 이 프로그램에 출연한다는 건 곧 미국 대중문화의 중심에 선다는 뜻입니다. 조앤이 이 자리에서 꺼내든 비장의 무기는 바로 엄마표 한국식 바비큐 소스입니다. 직접 끓인 소스를 더해 완성한 비건 버거는 고기 없이도 깊고 풍부한 맛을 자랑하며 MC들의 뜨거운 반응을 이끌어냈습니다. 자세한 내용 영상으로 함께 보시죠.
She has nearly 3 million TikTok followers from her wildly popular videos where she shares stories about the immigrant experience, her identity, all while cooking Korean vegan dishes. Please welcome Korean vegan Joanne Molinaro. Hi.
Big TikTok star. People love you on TikTok.
Yeah.
Why did people just keep loving watching you on TikTok?
You know, people love food, and they also love stories. I have to say, I think TikTok is the only place where I'm actually more famous than Ryan Seacrest. Got a few more followers than you, but it's a really cool community, and the kids really love to eat. And
But no one's watching us anymore. They're watching TikTok, so we want to be famous there.
And TikTok is just a place where people can get away from what's happening in the world, have a little fun, eat a little food, and it's all 60 seconds. So it's for that perfect TLDR.
This is a Korean barbecue black bean burger.
Yes.
Right for all of the plant-based eaters out there.
Can you make this with meat? Because Ryan is a famous a public vegan, but he likes to have meat behind everybody's back.
You know what? You can, of course, but I think this burger tastes exceptionally good with black beans.
Yum.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a can of black beans. We're going to drain the liquid into the bowl. So keep the liquid in this bowl. We're going to use it later.
Okay.
And then we're going to dump the black beans onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper.
Sure.
We're just going to spread it out a little bit. And then you're going to stick this baby in the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 13 minutes. And then what you get are these beautiful sort of blistered black beans. This is what's going to give a lot of texture. Because, you know, like mushy black bean burgers.
I just want to try.
Oh, yeah, totally. That's exactly
Okay, so this gives you texture in the burger. Got it.
Texture in the burger, right? So we've got these. And now what we're going to do is we're going to create the patties, right?
Yes.
Like we're going to shape the patties.
Great.
So we're going to add the black beans. You can maybe create like a little boat here. There you go. He's an expert. And then we've got just some other things we're going to add to our black bean burger. We've got here, let's see, some walnuts. I saw Kelly was snacking
Kelly's
on
approved that these are fine.
These are like the most underrated health food in the world. They're so good for you.
You don't want to try this one?
No garlic for me.
Yeah, so we're not going to add the garlic for Kelly's burgers.
So what do you want me to do?
Then we're going to add some rice. And
rice.
so this is like cooked rice.
Okay.
And then we've got here some onions that have been sauteed in my mom's Korean barbecue sauce. And that's really what makes this black bean burger.
That's the secret. What's in that?
What's in your mom's Korean barbecue?
My mom's Korean barbecue sauce. This is like one of the first things she taught me to make. It smells so amazing. So we've got like soy sauce, we've got onion, we've got Korean pear, which is, you know, like the most delicious fruit.
Those
in the
are my
world.
favorite, by the way.
I sense another Korean delicacy in here. What else?
Let's see, there is garlic. There's some brown rice syrup.
That's it. Brown rice syrup.
Also,
Yeah.
Dracar Noir.
And Dracar Noir. and a little cool water. All right, let's go.
Yeah, so we're gonna, but don't take them all and put it, just like put in like maybe half if you can. I want to save some to top our burger with later. I love grilled onions,
Me
you know.
too.
So what we're gonna do is gonna put that in there, and then if you want, you can add some garlic. If you don't want garlic,
Stop it, Kelly.
This is the most entertained I've been in a long time.
She put mine clumped together. Nevertheless, the show keeps on going. What do we do? Garlic?
Keep them go. No, you can add garlic if you want. You
I
don't
love
have
garlic.
to.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna close this
yeah,
up.
please, for us.
And we're going to pulse it. So here's the trick with pulsing my black bean burger. You don't want to turn it into a mush. So you're just going to hit the pulse button like 10 times. There you go. That's
Beautiful,
pretty good.
right?
Yeah, so we got some texture going here, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to take it out. And what we get is actually a beautiful black bean burger.
So how do we make the perfect patty?
So what I like to do is, and I learned this, from a non-vegan burger maker, okay?
Yes.
So the perfect burger for me is actually a skinny patty, because again, I don't want like mushy patty. I want texture. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna score this, or you can grab as much as you like.
Okay.
And
Where's your gloves?
I don't have any.
That's right.
It's fine.
I'm using,
Okay, you're fine.
I'm eating my
You're
own
fine.
burger.
Yes, I'm eating my own burger.
And so, you can make it into a ball, and then what I do is kind of flatten it, right? Flatten it and make it skinny. And remember, black bean burgers are not going to shrink with the heat.
Right.
Regular
No
burgers.
shrinkage.
Yes, that's important.
It's the beauty of a vegan diet, Kelly.
I know. I say it all the time.
There we go. So what we do is we make kind of skinny, flat patties.
Now, do we bread this?
So that's what we're going to do. So
Okay.
you can make a whole bunch in advance, but if you want to move on to the dredging and the...
I love a dredge.
Yes. Well, see, dredging is my favorite part of this burger. It's so delicious.
Okay, let's dredge.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take our patty and we're going to drop it into our potato starch here.
Potato starch.
Here we go.
Just drop it and...
Yeah, you can. You know what? Actually, make sure that the patty is it's falling apart
Yes,
here.
it is
There we
falling
go.
apart a little.
Yeah, and you can use the potato starch to help it bring it back together a little
Okay.
bit.
Nice, Kelly.
And then
Gentle.
Yeah, very docile.
there we go.
Gentle handling of the
Of the non-meat
non-meat meat.
There you go.
That's the way we do it.
And then we're gonna just kind of dip it into this bean juice.
And what
that I
does
like
the
to-
bean juice provide?
So the
a moisture?
bean juice is kind of like the glue that helps to keep everything together. And then it also is the glue that, is going to help the breadcrumbs.
Okay, and the
stick to
breadcrumbs
the
are next?
patty.
Okay.
Yeah, so then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna drop it in the breadcrumbs here.
And then how long will we put them in the pan?
You know what, it takes about 5 minutes, so it's not too long. And you just wanna cook a little bit, because remember, the beans are already cooked.
All right, now, building the burger, any technique?
There's no real technique to it, but I like to add a little bit of brightness and acidity to my burger. So I've got here a really simple slaw of cabbage and carrots. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take a little bit of that.
That slaw is divine.
I know, and it's so easy to make.
And
I love
Brussels
a good
sprout
slaw.
salad, I just tasted on my plate.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts is such a good food, and it's gotten a bad rap, but we're trying to make it popular again.
We love Brussels sprouts. What about the cheese?
So the cheese is actually a vegan cheese, so it's non-dairy. For all of you who are, lactose, or you're trying to avoid dairy, this is a fabulous way to incorporate cheesy flavors.
Ryan
to your black
says that-
bean burger.
Thank you for coming. Great to see you.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you for feeding us.
Yay!
This is really delicious.
Oh, I'm so glad.
This is delicious.
오늘 준비한 영상은 여기까지입니다. 영상 어떻게 보셨나요? 여러분의 의견을 댓글에 남겨주세요. 구독과 좋아요는 영상 제작에 큰 힘이 됩니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.